Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel, and yes, I got dressed from and not down there, okay? So today I'll be doing a story time, and cause I really speak English. So I posted a thing on my Instagram, and y'all voted for a story time. So the story time I'll be doing is when I got into an altercation with the security guard at my middle school. Heads up, I was young, I was dumb, didn't really think a lot, if that makes sense. So, oh, and by the way, don't mind that video I posted the other day. I was looking crusty, you know, you just see me in my natural habitat outside. So, yeah. So, it's all started my It started my 8th grade year, so I'm gonna give you the timeline. So before going to that school, this was in Chicago. Before going to that school, I was living in Miami. I was living in Miami, so from Miami I went to Chicago, and then once I came from Florida, I moved to the south side of Chicago, so y'all know what's good. So yeah. So I moved from the south side. From the south side, I went to the north side. North side, I went to this school called, I don't know if I should put this name out. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad. It was called Northwest Middle. Yeah, it was alright school, you know. So there was this security guard. We're gonna call it security guard Beetlejuice, cause she looked like Beetlejuice. So Beetlejuice was always the type to Beetlejuice had those certain type of those specific kids that she'll just mess with, and those were her her gang gang gang, you know. So I was like, oh shit, okay. I'm trying to be in that squad, you know. I was trying to be in that squad because I feel like I was dumb. So I feel like at the time, if you know when people say you meet one friend, you meet their friend, and then man, you got a whole friends, y'all a whole bunch of friends. So I was thinking like that. So she wasn't really messing with me at the beginning. It was like you there, but I'm not gonna say hi to you. It was like you there, bam. So she started being nicer to me because I ended up having this friend. We're still friends to this day. That's my bro. We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Joshua. So, me and Joshua, that was my brother. That was me and him clicked. That was my friend. So me and Joshua were friends, and I used to always sit with Joshua and these other people. So she started noticing me more because I was always with Joshua. So she would say hi to me. You know what I mean? So I would say I wouldn't call it a friendship. It wasn't a friendship with her. You could just tell from the vibes that it wasn't genuine. It was just she was just trying to I feel like she was just trying to get information off of me, or you know, because at the time I was not Naiovy. I was still the name that I was called in middle school, my government name, or my ex-government name. So she was like, oh, and at the time I was gay, so you know, it's hard to explain, guys. I found myself. Okay, I found myself. So what can I say? I forgot. Okay, so I just feel like she was just trying to get information off of me, so I was like, alright, whatever. So at one time, at one point, I'll say cause I got there towards it was the beginning towards the middle, if that makes sense. So towards the middle, we started coming more closer. So, but I had this I had a mentor. This mentor, we're gonna call her. We're gonna call her. I'm trying. She was an actor. We're gonna call her actor. So actor was like my mentor, and like she ran she ran like this program that like kids could help other kids and stuff like that. So eventually I ended up becoming one of those. So basically you helped her with different things, and yeah. So Beetlejuice didn't end up liking that because she was like, she thought like I was like I was her. What's another word? I can't say. I can't curse. So I was like, like a teacher's pet. She felt like that I was that, and that wasn't the case because me and me and actor was really close. Like I considered her like more like after getting to know her, I consider her more like a mother, because she was always giving me advice. I told her things. She's the first person that actually knew that I was going to transition and stuff like that. So it was just a connection there. So from there, Beetlejuice was always just talking about me and like for no reason, like, and she was always giving me stank looks. So it came to one point that my birthday comes, and then me and my best friend had like this tradition that she'll get me these balloons and big balloons like with the number on it. So my best friend will always give me those. So that's my best friend brought them to school that day because we ended up having a little party at actor's office. So we had a party, and then I ended up getting balloons. So when I get those balloons, one of Beetlejuice is students or like close companion or whatever. He was a kid. He grabbed the balloon and he hit it, and I was like, "What the? Why did you do that?" And then she starts yelling at me, and she gets in my face, and I'm like, "How you gonna yell at me when you just seen him break my whole balloon?" Like at this point, my balloon's already at the ceiling, and at the time I was like, I mean, I'm still 5'3", so I was 5'3". Those ceilings were high. I was like, how am I gonna get that back? How? Because the kids were always playing around, and it was like they would never get in trouble, and I was like, you just seen the whole kid break my balloon, and like you're not gonna say anything. So right there, I just felt like it was favoritism. I was like, girl, if you don't fix yourself. So, bam. I left it like that. So, I feel like a week passed by, and it was good. Like I didn't really hear about her. I didn't care for her, to be honest, because I was like, she an old lady. Why do I need to care for her? Like, sis, you better sit down before her. But yeah, I was like, I wasn't worried about her. I was like, okay. So I'll say that we let the week pass. So the next week, I get called down to the office, and I'm like, I'm in the actor's I'm in actor's office. Mind you, if y'all gonna comment down and be like, why didn't you tell your mother, your parents? My parents already knew about it, so mind your business. So I get called down to the office, and what a coincidence! Like she's in the office with this other, like another like social worker. So I walk in because it was like, like, I'm not gonna knock because you called me down here. And mind you, no one was like, they were just on their computers doing nothing, And I was young, so I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna like, why should I knock, So I didn't knock. So I walked in. She's like, get out and try it again. And I was like, girl, who are you talking to? Cause I'm not the one. So I was like, I gave her the like I gave her that. I was like, in my head I was like, who is she talking to? Cause I know when I was younger, I was kind of reckless. I didn't really care, I didn't care if you were an adult or not. It's dumb. I'm not like that anymore. Well, it depends. So Anyways, I just walk out, not walk out, but I do it again because I was like, I'm not here for you. I'm here for what's his name? We're gonna call him Didi. I'm here for Didi, and I walk out, and I had an attitude because I was like, why, if comment down below if someone does that to you, how are you gonna react? Like if someone give me attitude, like for no reason, like so. Mind you, this is not the first. This isn't the first situation me and this lady had before. She was a security guard, and she was just taking. I feel like she was just doing too much for her job. Like she was doing like a social worker job. She was acting like the principal when in reality she was someone that's supposed to keep us safe, make sure we're in class. You know what I mean? So I just felt like she was just doing the most, like, you know. So yeah, that's my hair looking. Girl, I'm dumb. So I just feel like she's just doing the most, and I was like, whatever. So I walk out and do it again. So I'm petty. So I took the chair that was in Didi's office, and I put, so this is his desk. This is his desk. I put, and she was sitting right here. So I grabbed the chair that was there and I moved it to the front, and I just pretend she wasn't there because it was like, you're not about to give me attitude and expect me to treat you with respect. Like, and mind you, ever since I got this, she didn't treat me with respect. She was just doing the most. Like I just felt like she was out for me. So, girl, oh, this was a long time ago. So I do that, right? And like she starts yelling. She's like, "You see, this is why I never could." At the pronouns I was using at the time was he. So she was like, "He never respects me. This and that, blah blah blah." And she's just yelling, and I'm here like, I'm sitting here because it's like, why are you yelling? Like, all I did was sit down, and she's talking to me. I talked to her. I was like, yeah. She said something like, "Thank you." I said, "No problem." I said, "Nah," and I said something. Okay, Didi. So what happened? Why am I here? And she was like, I guess that bothered her, and she just blew up. So then at this point, we're just going back and forth because she's like talking about this. She's like, she's gonna call my mom. I was like, you call my mom. My mom already know about it. She don't like you neither. This and that. And I was like, you need to calm down because you're only a security guard and you're always gonna be a security guard. So like, right there, guys, I kind of felt bad because it was like, you know, like that's her job. You know, maybe like she couldn't finish school or something. I don't know. It wasn't my business. I was young. I was dumb. So I said that, and like I feel like that escalated because it was like I basically telling her like, sis, stick to your job. You a security guard. Go secure something. You know, do something. You always know, like, and I told her she was always in people's business. I was like, you always in everyone's business. Like, chill out. Like, so then she brought up Actor. She was like, I don't know what's up with you ever since you started hanging out with Actor. You think your don't stink. And I was like, one, that's incorrect because I am like, I'm gonna say in Spanish, people think I'm come mierda, but like I really am not. Like I'm actually really cool. I like the finer things in life. I like expensive things, you know. I like that because it's like, why not, you know, like I like my cars, I like all that. I like designer things. So I'm not come mierda. I just like good things. So basically she was thinking like that, and like she said like, I think that I could talk to anyone anyway. And I even at the time I had an attitude problem. Like I used to talk to everyone into what, you know, I didn't care. But I left them alone. So I was like, okay, and this and that. And then it got to a point that I got it so bad. Yelled at me, and then she walked out the room and slammed the door. And then I'm telling Didi, I'm here like, you see, this is why y'all can't have random people working in a school because they crazy, you know. So I end up leaving it alone, and I left it alone. There's a certain situation that happened after, but we're not going to speak on that. If y'all really want to hear that story time, comment down below, you know, and hit that subscribe button and a like. But I let it go, and then I ended up telling Actor. And Actor was like almost the head boss like of the school. Like she was a social worker, but like she was the one that like everyone respects, you know. So I told her, she's like, excuse me. So she went down, and she talked to her. She was like, well, she didn't go down. No, Beetlejuice ended up going up because actor called her to the office, and she was like, I heard everything. I was like next door, and they're like the other door. So she was like, oh, I don't know who you think you are talking to my kids like that, this and that. Like you have no right. Saying basically everything what I said, just like professional. Like girl, you need to stop playing with my kids because I ain't the one. So they just going back and forth, and I'm here like, I mean, she's denying everything she did. I'm like, you're denying everything you did, but like, it happened. Like, this was the thing. Why would I lie about that? Like, that didn't make sense to me. You know, I was like, what? So, she ended up like, she would like, okay, after that situation, it cooled down the situation. Then next week, I go to lunch. And she was a security guard, so security guards had to go down to lunch with us to watch us. So it got to a point I was sitting with Joshua, and she's just giving me dirty looks, and I'm giving her dirty looks. So I'm like, girl, what are you looking at? Like, I know I look good. You look like a man. Stop playing with me. So she just looking at me, giving me dirty looks, and she was like, I don't like you. I was like, I looked at her like, I was like, Siri, where the I give? There's none. So I was like, I looked at Joshua, and we're like, what's up with what's up with Shorty? Like, what's good? So she's like, oh yeah, I don't like you. And then she comes closer to me. I'm here like, says if you get any closer, I could throw my milk at you. Self defense. You're too close. So she sits down. She's like, after that incident, I like, you just taught me wrong. I thought you was better than that. I didn't know you was a snitch. This and that. And I'm like, baby, I'm not a snitch. You was talking. You're being disrespectful. You work in a school with kids, and you just don't talk to nobody like that. Especially you, not my mom. Don't talk to me like that. Something like that. And she was like, well, I don't like you, and that's it. And I was like, okay, and that's good. And you gotta talk to me. So then her friend, we're gonna call her Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was like, oh, I love my job, but I ain't getting into this. And I was like, right. So then I told actor, and actor went to the office and reported it to the principal. So then the principal ends up bringing her in for like a conference, and then we all end up sitting down. And like I told the principal what's up. I was like, she has favoritism for one. Two, she lets other things slide with kids, and then if I end up doing something, I'm in the wrong. For example, my birthday, one of her kids, because she was like, there was a basketball, she wasn't a basketball coach, but someone that was always there, like, helping the kids. So, she, like, I said, with the basketball kids, like, she's always has their back, and then, like, for instance, for my birthday, my balloon broke, this and that, and that. And she was like, the person was like, so, after that, she just, I think she got, like, not suspended, because she was still there, but, like, she couldn't do certain things. So, after that, she just kept throwing shit at me at lunch, and I was here like, what? So, like, she was just never stuck up to me, so it was like, it was whatever. So then, fast forward, I become a freshman. My sister ends up going to school. And then my sister just loves her. I was like, girl, watch out for that one. That one's a snake, sis. She gonna like you one day, and the next day she not. So then, whatchamacallit? So then, someone keeps emailing me. Chipotle. It's not sponsored, but you know, one day you need to sponsor me. Okay. So, my sister ended up going there, and then one day she's talking to my sister. She's talking to my sister, and she was like, oh, you're nothing like your sibling. And I was like, Because my sister ended up telling me that. I was like, what is she trying to say? So then I ended up confronting her about it, and she was just blowing up. And then, like, I was like, I'm gonna report this to your ass. So I ended up reporting it, and, like, she ended up getting in big trouble. Like, I was like, so don't blame me. Don't do it. Because, girl, if I would tell you, there was more situations about it. Like, it wasn't just that situation. It was more. Like, I can't really talk about the situation right now because, like, I'm still technically in school. Not in that school, but I'm still in school. So I can't really talk about it. I can talk about it, like, after, like, graduation and things, Because I don't want these schools think I'm kind of crazy. So, that's just the end. Like, she stopped bothering me. But it was just so much things to it. And I think she still works there to this day. Honestly, I don't really care if she sees this video. Because, like, sis, you was doing the most. Like, stick to your job. You know? And for any, like, kids that are in that situation, I would have your parents go to the school or talk to the principal or anyone that's head in charge of her. Because don't disrespect your adults. It's not okay. It's not cute. It makes you look bad and your parents look bad. So if I was you, I'll just talk to an adult or something. Just don't disrespect them, because honestly, I ended up regretting, like, talking back, because it was like, it's not my character. My parents taught me different, so it wasn't cute. So, don't do that. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I think my logo will be in this corner over here at the end. Press it, like, comment what you want to see next, and, like, I'll comment back. I'm trying to, like, stay on that, like, stay commenting on other people's things. So subscribe, press your post notifications to stay notified with me, and follow me on Instagram. Bye.